Happy Friday. Good morning to all my followers and other folks who are tuning in maybe for the first time. My name is Michelle. I'm the owner of Revolutionary Resume. I apologize for my voice being a little hoarse, but today we are going to cover the job market once again, as well as some tips for your resume. So let's get right into it and talk about the job market. I talked last week about the ADP numbers. As some of you may or may not know, the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, otherwise known as BLS, numbers should have come out on the first Friday of the month at 8:30. Due to the shutdown, those are not out. There's a lot we can garner from other numbers, including ADP, who there was a handy dandy chart made for the change in private sector employments. This includes no government jobs on the ADP report. The BLS one typically does also include all jobs, and they separate out non-farm from farm payroll on that as well. ADP has tens of thousands of clients, and so they judge by that. The change in private sector employment, there was an adjustment to August that was a 57,000 adjustment. So it took it from a gain of 54 to actually a loss of 3,000 jobs in August. And when you have this many people hunting for jobs, and there's literally 3,000 net gain, negative 3,000 net gain, that's a problem. Obviously, we saw a jump for September to a point, but it's not looking great out there. And that's why I cannot emphasize enough to network and really, connect with people, not just network for what you can get out of them, but build that strong network and help each other where you can. Another peek at some numbers. This has to do with government jobs since we couldn't get the BLS numbers, right? This is actually our 15th shutdown since 81. This one will lead to the furlough of, or has led to the furlough of 750,000 federal workers. That's a lot of people without a job. It's also delayed the publishing of the jobs report. Challenger Gray and Christmas said planned job cuts dropped 37% month on month to 54,000 in September. So planned job cuts dropped. So that's good. Employers have so far this year announced 946,000 plus job cuts. It's the highest year to date since 2020. We all know what happened with the market that year. Hiring plans so far this year have totaled 204,000, the lowest year to date since 2009, which was our last recession. So again, I don't know. I know I sound like a broken record or like your mom. I am simply trying to set everybody I can up for success with these and make sure that you are prepared. If you have to find a job, please make sure you're ready to interview. So let's talk just very straightforwardly about your resume. I recently had a conversation where one HR person was insisting that she required every resume in one page. I've reached out to some of my HR friends just to make sure I wasn't completely off base, because it's important that if something has changed, I'm up to date. There is no way, unless you're going for an internship fresh out of college, that your resume is going to only be one page. It's at least going to bleed over into that second page. If you are somebody who has been working for 20, 30, 40 years, and we want to use the last 15 years of work experience, it's still, with all your accomplishments and professional and technical skills, probably can't get under, it definitely can't get under 2. It's not going to go to 1. But it probably honestly can't get under 3. 3 seems to be about the standard. If any recruiter is upset about the length, they simply just don't read all of it. They're not going to remove you from consideration because your resume is too long. So just keep that in mind. Don't stress it too much. It's more important that you make sure there's not fluff in there, that you make sure it's action oriented, One of the things I still see on occasion, and actually had a talk with a physical therapist yesterday who said that when they were graduating, they were required to do an objective, and they were required to tailor that objective for each separate application. You should not have an objective. Let me say this again. You should not have an objective. You should not have a professional summary. You do not need these on a resume. A list, a quantifiable list of your professional and technical skills is plenty. We don't need a little blurb. All your blurbs can be saved for your cover letter. Work that content in there. So again, what did we learn today? No, not even a little objective at the top. No professional summary. And the market's rough as heck out there, so take care of each other. I will be back next Friday at 11:45. I hope to see you all here. Don't forget to like and share and send me some stars so we can keep this content coming. Take care of yourself and each other.